Alright, everybody. Welcome to the show. Wonder if I still remember the
When
controls
I
for
was
this.
15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing
I
I
guess I
couldn't
don't
give up,
remember.
even in the face
Oh
of the
well.
world's end,
I'll just manually click it.
was the
Actually,
sunset on that beach.
I forgot if this shows my real name or not. Probably. But today we're gonna play some ZZZ. New patch came out, but I am a patch behind. I think they're on chapter 2.4, on chapter 2.3, which isn't terribly far behind. But we will see how far we get. Oh, I guess it doesn't show your name anymore. Or maybe that's when you first log in, but yeah. Thinking about playing some Battlefield or buying Battlefield and playing that because I did really enjoy it. So I did get her. Um, I actually got her on the first roll, which was great. And I got doubles, so she is like um, one plus. Anyways, let's start out with a roll because I also need Vivian. I have a big lack of either, right? So let's get her. And let's hope, because I don't have a lot of monies left. Nope. Unfortunate. See, what's her drop rate? 50%. Like 3 more 10 pools and I could possibly get her.
How about a little late night adventure? I promise you'll love it.
I don't know how these are ordered. I thought these would be ordered by your highest level one. Because
Any case to solve?
is pretty high up there for me. Like my highest level ones are like these three. And then seed would be the fourth one. And that's in terms of like skills. Like Jinyi's pretty close. But I just got her, so she's still pretty far away. And she supports, so I'm not sure what I should do with her. Maybe her support ability up.
How about a little late night adventure? I promise you'll love it.
But sometimes they have like specific boosts depending on what the transition is. But I don't think that's the case with her.
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
But I suppose like these two plus her wouldn't be too bad.
Starlight, it's time to shine!
Man, it's loud. Let's finish Billy.
I have 2 guns, so
Take your time. I'm listening.
Uh-oh. Don't like where that's going.
I can become even stronger.
That's why he'll remain at level 1.
Take me.
I do really like Caesar. She's a lot of fun to play.
This weather weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Let's get started with the main story. Oh, and also I have this new model. I think I've used this once before. Although the fox is a little bit cuter. Slime is more fun. So, using a slime avatar. Oh, Wise, it's you. Y'all look so serious. Perfect time, Junior. I was about to call for you. Got a minute? There's something I wanted to discuss. Yep.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porsalumex in Wi-Fi Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
A bank?
A banquet invitation? Judging by the looks on your faces, I thought he had sent some sort of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunquay Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wi-Fi Peninsula, news had already spread citywide. The production of Porsalume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porsalumex can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a safety inspection in Wi-Fi Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
But what does the safety inspection have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Porsalumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunquay Summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Shuyuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. Shifu doesn't want Yunquay Summit to get too close to Porsalumex, and honestly, I have to agree. But since we're operating in Wi-Fi Peninsula, we still have to do our best to maintain a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Huh? Why's that?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunquay Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
Wait a second. What about Senior Fufu?
Well, yesterday we happened to learn that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
I didn't expect the academic standards at Yunquay Summit to be so strict. Getting back to the point, I think your reasoning earlier makes a lot of sense. We should go to the banquet.
I agree. Besides, I have a feeling that there'll be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porsalumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Belle and Senior Yinhu must have gone to Yamcha-sin. Better go meet them there.
No, that's how you say it. Took your sweet time getting here. We're starving. Very hungry. I saw some tangerine peels earlier today, and I couldn't help splurge on it, pinching pennies ever since. But now we finally get to treat myself at the feast. To be honest with you, I actually skipped lunch just for this meal. I get that. Why'd you acting all cool yesterday? Hey, since we're coming here anyways, let's Can't let Porcelain Lumix off easy. Now everyone's here. Let's roll. Welcome to the Youngson scene. I guess that's how they say it. Interesting. Interesting sounds more correct to me, but I'm not a Chinese speaker, so I don't know. Esteemed guest, Porcelain Lumix, please head to the banquet hall on the second floor. Alright. Yeah. You arrive at the banquet hall on the second floor. Wow, so many people. Looks like Wi-Fi Peninsula's security inspection was a pretty big deal. We gotta keep our guard up. Yeah, you got a point. Even without the Exaltus causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between workers and Porcelain Lumix, regarding worker safety. It'd be great if we can resolve all these problems as well. Oh yeah, since Damien sent us an invitation, let's go say hi to him. Hey Junior, as your senior, we have to pass on this one. I don't vibe with that Damien kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. Yeah, Wise and I can handle it. Just focus on the food. Try to eat enough for Shifu and the others. Wise, let's go. Damon's over there. Ooh.
Ah, the mystics from Yunquay Summit have arrived. As the host, having at least you two and Master Pan show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Judging from your tone, are you upset that our Shifu isn't here?
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwan Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate. Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
With so many people here for the safety inspection, do you still have time to worry about our dinner?
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests. But I understand what you mean, Master Wise. Considering that the Exaltus appeared in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and Porcelain Lumix is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porcelain Lumix and Wi-Fi Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I see now. No wonder you were so willing to provide us with clues earlier. It wasn't your head on the chopping block. It seems like it won't be long before you have full control over security, too.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh? Why is that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories. All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porcelain Lumix remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up, which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Wi-Fi Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often have conflicts regarding porcelain issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I expected.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of porcelain. And by controlling Wi-Fi Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource. So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing the identities of the military guests here today is key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant. Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further. Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
I see. There's no more pressure from TOPS' executives, the government, or the military. But who are the remaining guests? There are quite a few older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests, thank you for coming to Phylum Heights to participate in the Wi-Fi Peninsula Safety Inspection. I am Lucro, Co-Chief Executive Officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. So are those two your direct superiors?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is it okay for you to talk about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side, so I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition. But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the safety inspection will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Wise. What should we do now that Damien's left?
I want to look around the banquet hall. After everything Damien said, I'm curious about the guests. He plays things close to the vest, so it's hard to know what to believe.
All right, I'll take a look around too. Catch you later.
Ugh, my ears itchy. Sorry. Just scratch behind my headset. But I don't know. I mean, like, Damien, I don't mind. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. He seems very self-interested. Right. Like, he's looking out for his own skin first and foremost. His profits are more important, but he doesn't seem like the type to stomp over people for no reason. Not like the Exaltus. But he's not willing to let people drag him down, so there's that. We're at a lousy Chachu. Better stock soon. Please wait here. Oh, to the extent I hear that. No, I heard Corsair was brought in a special guest chef today. How to make a lobster 3 days way, right? Let's start with 3. Prepared each differently. Remember the vermicelli, steamed ones. Goodies on oyster sauce, garlic paste. Don't forget the seared and make it work. Just getting started. Takeout might not taste quite as good, but these top-notch ingredients in yours matched. All turn out amazing. I respect that. That's the project coming along. Looks promising. Requirements for experimental environments are too high. Getting a headache every day trying to figure out the issues. Better make most of these chances with all the top VIPs here. I'll take a little nod and a boom and done deal, right? I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please. Thank you. It's no big deal, but if you and your star people should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Sure will. I think expert teams will know each other rather than focusing on their duties as part of the inspection team. Everyone seems to be rather interested in their own research project. And I guess that's human nature, but if Topsy as a sponsor can't really say anything about the affairs of the West African Peninsula anymore. Such a major incident in West African Peninsula caused great alarm. We have betrayed our trust with our negligence. No. Everyone knows the risk of producing porcelain in the hollow, and who knows when those exaltists might pop up again. It's important. It's impressive how Damien and the head of your Wi-Fi Peninsula branch acted decisively to root out the exaltists, preventing bigger losses. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days. All thanks to Mr. Locurio's guidance. You flatter me, but it's truly all thanks to Mr. Ferrax's keen eye for talent. Finding such gems like this, haha. Look at you two being all fun with each other. We'll spend all day hunched over our desks, so towards where we get to head out like this. Let's just think of a trip to the Wi-Fi Peninsula as a little vacation. I'm truly grateful of your kind words, Wi-Fi Peninsula is quite like the throne quarter, so please excuse our humble hospitality. With porcelain family, how can we be in this perfect? Top venue seems relaxed and not looking like they're here to hold Porcelainix accountable. On the contrary, Clario and Ferox remain hostile in their exchange, even to front of their top execs. Damien says that their husbands have had a party, and it seems true. Just thinking about it makes me deal with those higher ups giving me a stomachache. And I do have a stomachache right now. Props to managing to walk through the tightrope. After that, I'm Morale. So let's meet up with Belle. If I talk for a very long time.
Wise, you're back. Find anything interesting?
I was gone.
From what I saw, the safety inspection doesn't seem as serious as I imagined. The experts and TOPS representatives were even chatting and laughing together. What everyone cares about isn't the exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. The safety inspection seems more like a ritual for the city's upper circles to align their intentions and just a way to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But, come on, let's not worry about that now. It's not every day Porcelainix is picking up the tab. Let's enjoy the meal. Come on, let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
today are top notch.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Huh? Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much.
Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry?
Sorry. I must excuse myself.
Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde. That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
After learning about the inspection team from Miss Isolde? Salon? I'm bad with names, sorry. You bid her a goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Late that night after Porcelumic's welcome banquet has ended, in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumix for the inspection team.
The time fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now, so I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable. The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin. Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on? What's that?
A few minutes later, inside the Sunbound Temple, a serious urchin knocks on the door and wakes you up.
Ah, Wise. You're up too?
The knocking on the door, it wasn't my imagination, right?
It wasn't just my imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm pretty sure I heard Signorine who answered the door. Wise, let's go check it out too. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up at this hour.
This is where I am. There are six sections. Let's see if I can get one section done at least tonight.
Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
We're here, Senior Inhu. What's going on?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Miss Bell?
Hi. I'm Wise, and this is my sister Belle.
Hi! Didn't expect we'd meet again. All right, Wise, stop staring at me. I know I shouldn't have said that.
After a few minutes, after Alice explains what has happened earlier.
I see. So, you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefio and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out she's likely here in place of her grandfather, who's fallen ill. We're not sure what exactly happened, but Alice was probably threatened by them. In any case, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. The way they're treating her so differently from the other guests is really going over the line.
Since Ms. Montefio spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
Hey, Wise, what do you think?
Since she's a friend of Lucy's, we should help her out. Our last encounter was a bit awkward, but it was mostly on our end.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Jesus.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry. Here at Yunquay Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Senior Inhu, you just assumed we would take the job.
Hey, come on now. What do you mean speaking on your behalf, huh? Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
It's kind of our commission.
Can you please stop putting more pressure on me, Senior?
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Wise will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
You can rest assured, Miss Timefield. We'll accept a commission and investigate with you starting tomorrow.
I'd start
Thank
now.
you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
This seems like the thing where if you wait, it's not gonna give you less information. Oh, cool. I was thinking, like, man, it'd be great if these chunks were like in 30-minute chunks for the storylines. That's what I would shoot for. Like 30-minute beats in my game, right? Because if you have them too long, you might be slowing down the pace of the game too much. That's like one thing I think books should do as well, is like chapters need to have a goal, like something that chapter is about. I hate it when the chapters just are there for no reason. Hi, Wise. I'm Alice. Your sister gave me a knock to encounter. Looking forward to connecting with you. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Wise. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
No problem. You came to us for help, and really, no need to be so formal. Just call me Wise.
Alright. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
How did you sleep last night? Feeling rested?
Oh, I'm alright. Thanks for your concern. It's just, the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match. Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
Oh, no. It's not that bad. Soybean Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Sounds like a certain maid I know.
How about we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
That bad? Is my chair higher? No, that's the lock. Oh, Jesus. Mr. Wise, Wise, let's head out to the investigation area below my apartment building. Sure, let's go now.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang.
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
Here we are. I'm staying at the building on the left. The vending machine? Did the influx of visitors from top and the inspection team, Corsair ran out of rooms for their guest building. So there's range to stay here. Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered about. Let's check it out. Ah, that left. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the floor near the vending machine, and the recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, and fresh soil. Where'd these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. Oh, look there. An identical power plot on the balcony over there. I can't believe they put flower in such a dangerous location. If any of our household were that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold certainly sold them. Oh, he's our butler. Sorry, I went off tangent there. Yes, as grandfather said, mortality and responsibility are foundations of the time fields. So we cannot neglect even the smallest matters like potting plant or whatever. Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton, a huge tilted shadow flashed outside the window, and there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of the flower pot. Another important clue. The balcony with the flower pot is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared it fell to the ground alongside with the flower pot. On the left. Where is this thing? Is this the apple thing? Or is this the thing? I guess it's this one. This one kind of has more of a balcony to it. But I don't see the flower pots. Are they effing with me? Oh, there it is. Over here. That's on the right, not the left. I guess it's a little... Strange. There's a guest house where Alice lives. Let's go look at for more. Yes. Second to the last floor, the one on the advent. The window to the right, next to the drain pipe, on the left side of the billboard. Left side of the drain pipe, right here. Huge, basically covering the entire window. Nothing near the window that can support such a massive object. The pipe drain, very limited capacity. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday while I was in the room, I got hearing noises around here. Turns out the construction site's not too far behind. I can see a huge tower crane. Right, a tower crane. So she stayed in this building, right there at the aircon. Looked out here. She was next to the sign. Right there. She's looking out towards this way. Which is, yes, a bit lower. So maybe there's a potted plant up there and it fell down. I don't know. It reminds me of the flying bamboo. That squeak. Return drink crate must have been hit by that flower pot. Why does this low note box end up all out here? Yeah, it's a little weird for it to be out here. There's a number of scratches on the surface. No, wait, it looks like an animal. Oh. Tiny footprint. Glowing tire paint. Same exact color as the golden skeleton. We found her perp.
Wise, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close.
Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. Cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no phosphorescent paint on the drain pipe, so it's likely the little creature hitched a ride on the cargo and was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Wise, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby.
Oh, I know who it
If we
is.
follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this. Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
That they do.
Let's follow them and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
They do.
Harry, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Somebody get away!
Hey, stop! Here, it ran into that shop!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit...
Monato?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh? What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Oh, Excuse me for being presumptuous.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
All right. Thank you very much.
No, wait! We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble.
Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor.
Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean.
How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dare to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Wise, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
I really appreciate you saying that.
But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night?
No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry.
I'll get that in a second.
I've received a systematic education in holo and ether studies from an early age under their guidance.
Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Good time to turn off my notifications. It's a crate.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of Porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside Obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an Obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Minato! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Of course not! But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Wise, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after Alice leaves.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
That sounded a little off-kilter.
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Wise away.
Thanks.
Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Minato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Sorry, Wise. I didn't mean to say. I didn't get to say hi. It is hard to get words when Yuzuha's around. That contest. So mean. We're classmates, though. I've found a ton of students from my base will standout characters like Minato are pretty rare, and we're both eye-catching and generally nice people are even rarer. Don't go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha is the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyways, let's hit to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's near the shore, below Volume Heights. In the past, my arm from the hollow was washed there first. Now it's quite rare to have residents move in. Blah. The elevator in Sunbay Temple entrance go straight to Siloom Bay. You should have been fixed last week. I've seen the repair shop. Let's go check it out. Alright. So I think, as much as I'd like to go check out a new area, oof, that's it. Fuck.
The elevator's still out of service, but I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry, I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porsalumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porsalumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
That's what I was saying.
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porsalumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
There must be other ways to get to Siloon Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something Porsalumex tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porsalumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloon Bay.
Good point. Yuzaha and I will go check things out first, Wise. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
You return to Sunbay Temple with the Pashir Guard, the Skira shard. Tell what happened to Belle in the morning. Doesn't matter, but I can't tell if it's fixed or not. I hate to admit it, but I guess perception isn't quite your level. I can probably use the perception techniques you taught me, but I agree with you all. This is super suspicious. You should definitely look into this properly. Wise, I'll come with you to Siloon Bay using EOS. I might be able to get some help. Alright, let's go together.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzaha. Let's go check.
That we'll have to wait until next time. I think this seems good. I'll try not to have such a huge gap between stories. Oh, it's season 2, chapter 2? Oh, crap. That kind of messes up the title of this thing then, right? Because I was looking at the journal and I thought this meant that I completed this chapter. I guess that means I've gotten to that chapter. Crash away. Okay. I'll change that thumbnail later, but I think I'll call it here. I've just been so busy with work. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this small trip to ZZZ, and hopefully in a few streams we'll be able to catch up and get on. And hopefully I get Vivian soon. We'll see. We'll see. I think my PD was up in like 30 rolls, so let's hope I get the 50-50, don't lose the 50-50. Alright, catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Clara.